Good morning, everyone. This is just going to be a quick video in which I explain what you'll be doing for today's assignment. And from here on out, we are kind of fully moving into our rhetorical analysis review because that is the entire AP exam that you are taking online is just that one essay, and that is actually now less than 4 weeks away. You'll be taking it 4 weeks from yesterday, I believe, on May 20th, if you are taking the exam. So again, we are going to mainly focus on rhetorical analysis review, but we are going to ease our way back into it. So again, when we were going over a modest proposal and the Magnus Ohl's prompt and satire, that is also rhetorical analysis, but as I mentioned, I don't think it's likely that you will get a satirical prompt on the AP exam. So we'll be going over more of the prompts that I think you will be more likely to get. We'll be going over the topics that you all requested in the survey I gave you. So we will talk about sophistication and improving your commentary and things like that. And then a lot of you had requested to go over rhetorical devices and strategies. And yesterday I did post a Quizlet for you. We will do more activities with reviewing the devices and strategies, but honestly, I don't want to give you a super long list to memorize. I don't think it's necessary, especially because the AP exam is open note this year. So even if you're reading a prompt and you're like, oh, what's that one strategy called? You can have your notes in front of you. All right, so again, we will review everything that you all requested to review. If you have any special requests, just let me know. All right, so now I'll go ahead and explain what we're going to do today. I will be giving you a new prompt today. It is from the 2008 AP Lang exam, which is the year I took it. So this is actually the prompt that I had to respond to back in the day when I took the AP exam. Fun fact, I do not remember what I wrote, so don't ask me. But if you go to my website and scroll down to assignments, for today, Thursday, I am going to ask you to read and annotate the 2008 rhetorical analysis prompt. However, for your annotations, what I learned recently about the online platform that you are going to take the AP exam on is that you will not be able to annotate on the screen. So again, there will be no annotation tools for you to use. Unfortunately, I was really disappointed when I learned that. So what I would recommend starting with today's prompts is that you might want to practice not printing the prompt and writing on it by hand, or not using something like Zoto that I showed you last week, but you might want to just practice taking notes on the prompt for your annotations. All right, so again, I linked right here on my website under notes number 3, a video that includes some recommended methods of annotating by hand when you cannot write on the prompt. The video is a little bit long, it's about 26 minutes. And of course, if you think you already have a way of taking notes on a prompt that works for you, then go for it. I really don't care. However you want to do your annotations is fine. But again, I'm going to first have you read and annotate the prompts always. Then I will have you complete a SOAPSTone and develop your thesis statement. So if you were to respond to this prompt in the form of an essay, what would your thesis statement be? I'm going to ask you to make sure you have at least 3 strategies or choices mentioned in your thesis statement. And the reason for that is we are going to be building on these assignments that we do on this 2008 prompt over the next few days. So I'm actually not going to ask you to turn anything in unless you want my feedback before we move on to the next step. All right, so again, for today, you are reading and annotating the prompt, coming up with your thesis, and also doing a SOAPSTone. All right, again, you can email me or message me if you get your work done today and want feedback. But again, I would recommend maybe doing this in a Google Doc just so that as we build on these assignments, you have everything all in one place. But again, however works for you. All right, now I will go ahead and show you the prompt, which again is linked right here. And this is what it looks like. And I chose this prompt because in addition to the fact that it's the one I wrote about, it is kind of related to what we are going through in the world right now. So you might have heard during all of this COVID-19 stuff, that a lot of what we're seeing, kind of like a very similar phenomenon, happened 100 years ago with a different epidemic, and that was a flu epidemic. It's sometimes called the Spanish flu. So again, that was 100 years ago, and now we're kind of seeing similar things play out in society. So again, the prompt that you are going to read today comes from a book called The Great Influenza, which is an account of the 1918 flu epidemic. So again, this is a modern author, John M. Barry, writing about this flu epidemic from 1918. And it says that he writes about scientists and their research. And the prompt is that you have to analyze how Barry uses rhetorical strategies to characterize scientific research. So this is one of those prompts where it kind of tells you the purpose, but you sort of have to add on to that. So when it says how he characterizes scientific research, you're going to have to figure out how he characterizes it. So what is he kind of saying about scientific research? All right, so again, when you're looking for the purpose for your SOAPSTone, you're going to have to kind of come away from reading and annotating this passage kind of knowing what he thinks about scientific research, or what the point he is trying to make about it is. All right, again, I will have you annotate however works for you. This passage is, I don't know, kind of on the medium length side of the rhetorical analysis prompts. So again, less than a page. And again, you will complete your SOAPSTone and your thesis for tomorrow. And as always, I am available if you have questions. All right, I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.